Evelyn?
Well, Rick, the rest of the week is looking pretty good. If you like today, you're probably going to like the next couple of days as well. Let's get a look at Santa Monica right now, and you're going to see pretty light conditions outside. So summer is approaching. It feels like it temperature-wise, and it sure feels like it again sunlight-wise as well. So you'll see temperatures out there right now into the 60s, into the 70s. 70 in Santa Clarita, 67 in downtown. As we head over to San Dimas, you're at 66, and over to San Pedro, you're currently at 63 degrees. So temperature is mild, very warm earlier today, and staying warm at least for the next couple of days. So we'll break down all those numbers for you coming up in just a little bit. Sharon, back to you.
All right, Evelyn.
Yeah.
What do you guys think is perfect weather? 70s, 80s, 90s?
I don't know. I like when it starts off in the 70s, goes up to the 80s, hovers around 82, 83, comes back down to like 72, and then by the end of the night, maybe going to like 55.
I'm glad I asked.
Too cold.
I'm glad I asked. We'll get a little bit of all of that though this week, I guess,
Okay.
kind of, except for the 50s.
I want to answer the question too.
Okay, sorry.
I gotta look here.
I think we're out of time, but go ahead.
Okay, really quick. I like it really warm, 90s, and I like it warm at night.
Do you?
70s at
Oh
night.
yeah, warm
80s
at night.
night.
Warm at nights.
Yeah, that is
absolutely.
the best. So the warmer it is during the day, well, the warmer it's going to be at night. So we're actually looking at mild nights, but warm days. And I think I kept up with what you said, Sharon. I'm not quite sure, but I think we can, make that happen. You like 50s, 60s, 70s. And 80s, I think, right? So we're gonna see all of those.
All of the above.
There we go. Just leave an open mind when it comes to the temperatures, and then you'll like the forecast. There we go. More people will be happy with the forecast that way. You'll see right here. 60s outside right now as we get a look at the basin right there. You'll see downtown in the distance, and you'll see right here at the Broadcast Center in Studio City. We're currently at 64 degrees, 63 in downtown, 65 in San Dimas, and over to Palmdale, a little warmer for you in the high desert, 70 degrees, warmer in the afternoon and warm at night as well. So as we start to enter this time of year, we're looking at much warmer conditions in the high desert. Usually in the winter, it's a little cooler. 76, that was the high today in downtown. So we were a couple degrees above average for this time of year. We're going to continue to stay above average. In fact, temperatures on the up and up over the next 24 hours. We're talking 50s, 60s, 70s in the basin, but other spots looking at even warmer numbers. Take a look right here, 83 in Riverside, 84 in Woodland Hills. And if you think that's not warm enough, well, let's take a look at your forecast for Wednesday. That's when temperatures start to peak. Take a look, 90s by your Wednesday in the valleys in the Inland Empire. Plenty of sunshine by Thursday. Then by Friday, a little cooler and some clouds as we head into your Saturday. So 80s and 90s again for your inland spots. We're going to take you through the numbers in the basin and of course at the coast. That's all coming up in just a little bit. So don't go away. Rick and Sharon, back to you.
All right, thank you.
And we're getting a look outside this evening. Quite mild out there. We'll have your full forecast coming right up. It would take some fun to. I've actually climbed up one of those temples, those Mayan temples, and they are huge. But 6 feet, they're much bigger than that, but in the form of chocolate is pretty huge, all things considered. But yes, it would melt in the sun. It is going to be quite sunny. It's going to be quite warm. Temperatures quite mild out there tonight. We're at 64 degrees. And that's right here at the Broadcast Center in Studio City as we get a look from our Hollywood Hills camera. We are getting a look at downtown this evening, and you're going to see mostly clear skies. We did see quite a bit of fog earlier today at the coast. Cleared up pretty nicely a little later in the day. That's going to continue to be the pattern over the next few days. Earlier today in downtown, we made it to 76. Average is 74. Keeping it warm tomorrow, but keeping it even warmer as we head into your Wednesday. So we're going to have that extended forecast coming up in just a minute, but you'll see over the next 24 hours, we're talking 50s and 60s, and then we're getting up into the 70s, 73 degrees in the afternoon. That's going to be for downtown. Palmdale, 87. Woodland Hills, 84. And Anaheim, you're getting up to 75. Taking it to the coast, Santa Monica, you're getting up to 67 degrees by tomorrow afternoon. So mild at the coast and warm inland as high pressure continues to build over Southern California. We're going to continue to see sunny skies, especially into your inland spots. Remember, at the coast, we could stand to see more of that fog, morning fog with more afternoon sunshine. But across the board, we are looking at above average temperatures, especially inland, especially as we head into your Wednesday. Let's get a look at your forecast right here. The valleys in the Inland Empire, pretty toasty over the next few days. Cooling down a little bit as that onshore flow kicks in for the weekend. As we get a look at your next 5-day forecast, you're going to see a similar pattern, warming up through your Wednesday, keeping it nice and sunny. Thursday through Saturday, we're gradually cooling it down and finally getting a look at one more 5-day forecast for you this evening. And you're going to see the coast upper 60s, keeping things that way for your Wednesday. By Thursday, we're at 70. Friday and Saturday, cooling it down to the mid-60s. Rick and Sharon, back to you.
All right,
Yeah, I think I do. If you like the warmer weather and you like today, you're probably going to like, well, the next few days. It's going to get a little warmer. It's eventually going to get a little cooler, but no drastic changes in the forecast. So let's give you your forecast. We're going to take you outside right now. And as we do, getting a look, looks like our Mount Wilson camera, and we're looking at pretty clear skies. A little bit of cloud cover at the coast. That was the case earlier today. That's going to continue to be the pattern. We're looking at overnight low clouds and fog at the coast with a little more sunshine by the afternoon. 60s out there for the most part, and well, we're flirting with the 60s in Santa Clarita. 59 for you, 63 in downtown, 60 in San Pedro and Laguna Beach. You're at 61. Earlier today, we made it to 76 and average is 74. So we were a few degrees above average. And over the next few days, some spots will be above average. Some spots will be near or below. You'll see over the next 24 hours, 50s and 60s, getting up to the 70s by the afternoon in downtown. The coast into the upper 60s, the IE into the 80s, Woodland Hills 84, Anaheim 75 for tomorrow. In Palmdale, you're getting up to a very toasty 87 degrees. And if this isn't warm enough for you, well, got more warming on the way. We'll tell you exactly how warm we're expecting the numbers to be later in the week, coming up in just a bit, so don't go away. Lena and Sylvia, back to you.
All right.
Yeah, well, I'm trying my best. It's almost summer-like temperatures as we head into the next few days, and then, well, temperatures are going to cool a little bit, but it will be pretty nice out there, and by pretty nice, we're talking 60s, 70s, 80s, and eventually hitting the 90s. We're taking you outside to the Santa Monica Pier this evening, and as we do, plenty of people out and about enjoying the night. 60s out there right here at the Broadcast Center in Studio City. So high pressure is building into Southern California, and as a result, we're going to continue to see warmer weather, sunny skies, above average temperatures. With the exception of the coast, we are looking at some, well, low clouds and fog. That's been the pattern over the last couple of days. That's going to continue to be the pattern as we head into the next couple of days. We did squeeze out some sunshine at the coast, but we started off pretty gloomy and still looking at a pretty gray morning as we head to tomorrow morning. And again, that should be, again, limited to the coast. Other than that, expecting plenty of sunshine as, well, high pressure continues to build into Southern California. You're going to see warm temperatures, that offshore flow developing. Eventually, low pressure drops into Southern California, and with that, we're going to see cooler conditions as we head toward the weekend with a little bit of cloud cover and still looking at some cloud cover again at the coast. But for now, sunny and warm inland with above average temperatures in a lot of places, especially as we head toward Wednesday. That's going to be one of the warmest days of the week. We're going from the 70s to, well, the mid to upper 70s by Wednesday for the Basin in Orange County. Still keeping it warm for your Thursday and Friday. We're cooling it down. No changes by your Saturday. For the coast, upper 60s, turning to 70 by Thursday, and then cooling it down, introducing a little more cloud cover as we head toward the weekend. Lena and Sylvia, back to you.
All right.
And temperatures are heating up for the Southland. We're going to tell you exactly how hot we're going to get coming up in just a few minutes.
And all of that is why I'm always a little relieved when we have a little bit of cloud cover, right? It's nice to have it, especially during those hot months.
And a little bit of a breeze, and that's kind of what we're dealing with right now. We're still dealing with a little bit of that breeze. It's mainly at the coast, but it is getting hot inland. But
yeah, we're feeling it.
We're feeling it. Of course, we have to watch out. We've got to be careful when it gets this hot. Again, it wasn't too hot today. It's going to get a little warmer over the next couple of days. Eventually, we're talking 90s into some of our inland spots. Far departure from that at the coast, though. We're still dealing with low clouds and fog into the overnight morning hours. So if you woke up at the coast today, probably saw gray skies. That's going to continue to be the case. But again, some of that cloud cover did indeed mix out by the afternoon hours. Let's get a look outside right now. And as we do, we're getting a look at downtown. The Basin, mostly clear out there. Again, minimal cloud cover, and it looks like the Basin and inland spots will stay nice and clear for tomorrow from the get-go. It's really just the coast that's going to be dealing with that fog. Temperatures right now to the 50s and the 60s, 59 in Malibu, 62 in downtown San Dimas, here at 63, Palmdale 67, and heading down to Laguna Beach, 61 degrees for you in Laguna right now. So 76 was the high earlier today for downtown. Average is 74. We were a couple degrees above average, and we're going to keep things, well, near or above average over the next couple of days here. Over the next 24 hours, 50s and 60s, getting up into the 70s, and then, well, temperatures by tomorrow afternoon look a bit like this. 67 in Santa Monica, Palmdale, 87, Riverside 83, Woodland Hills, you're getting up to 84 degrees by the afternoon hours. So keeping temperatures quite warm as high pressure continues to build over Southern California. This is really the reason behind the sunshine, the warmer temperatures. And I will tell you, temperatures are above average in a lot of spots, especially as we head toward Wednesday. Do want to mention, though, again, coastal fog, that's still a factor over the next couple of days. So as we get a look at your 5-day forecast, you're going to see warm temperatures tomorrow, even warmer by your Wednesday. In fact, going from the 80s to the 90s, and then back down to the 80s by your Thursday, a little cooler by your Friday, and some clouds by your Saturday. For the Basin in Orange County, 70s and 70s continuing through your Wednesday. By Thursday, some clouds, cooling down by your Friday, and no changes by your Saturday. And for the coast, same thing goes. Mild temperatures, a little warmer, and then cooling it down as we head toward the weekend. Lena and Sylvia, back to you. And we're looking at a warm forecast. We'll tell you how warm it's going to get and how long it's going to last coming up.
Deputies.
Well, Rick, a great start indeed, and it's going to continue to stay this way. So if you like today, I keep saying you're going to like tomorrow. You're most likely going to like your Wednesday. Then things are going to change a little bit, for better or for worse. Well, you'll find out. We're going to take a look outside right now, and as we do, we're getting a look at downtown. Mostly clear conditions out there, low cloud cover still at the coast, and that's going to continue to be the case over the next few days. For the overnight and morning hours, we are expecting gray conditions with a little more sunshine by the afternoon. Again, that's restricted to the coast. Inland spots, much more sunshine for you. 60s out there tonight, quite mild. 60 in Santa Clarita, 61 in downtown, and 61 in San Pedro. Earlier today, we made it to 76, so we were a couple degrees above average, keeping things near or above average tomorrow. For the Basin, we'll be in the 70s. You'll see, well, the coast into the upper 60s. 67 for you in Santa Monica, Palmdale 87, Riverside 83, and Woodland Hills. You're getting up to 84 degrees by tomorrow afternoon. So high pressure is building into Southern California, and as a result, we're looking at sunny skies. And on top of that, well, above average temperatures for most spots, a few exceptions. But again, we are expecting warm numbers. Also expecting a bit of coastal fog. Again, that's been the pattern over the last few days, and that's going to continue to be the pattern over the next few days as well. So high pressure is building over Southern California, and as it does, warm conditions continuing to, well, be a part of our forecast over the next few days. Still looking at a little bit of onshore flow at the coast, so with that, still looking at a little bit of cloud cover at the coast. And as we head toward the weekend, I will tell you we are expecting to cool it down just a little bit, and we are expecting a little more cloud cover by the time we get there. So you'll see that in your 5-day forecast in just a minute, but do want to show you Futurecast. It's set for 6:30 tomorrow morning. Clouds at the coast starting to recede back toward the coastline by 9 o'clock, and by 12:30 tomorrow afternoon, already expecting more sunshine even at the coast. And of course, kicking off the day with sunny skies into your inland spots, even in the Basin, and that's going to continue to be the case through the afternoon hours. You'll see that right here in your 5-day forecast, warming up through Wednesday, keeping things warm through Thursday, and a little cooler as we head to your Friday and Saturday, and getting a look at one more 5-day forecast, taking you to the valleys in the Inland Empire. 80s turning to 90s by Wednesday, back down to the 80s by your Thursday, little cooler by your Friday, and just a few clouds. And well, it's cooler, but not cool by the time we head to the weekend. We're talking 80s into your inland spots. Sharon, back to you.
Evelyn.